Here is a crazy fact. Some of the biggest brands in the world are now podcasting. Not for fun, but because it really makes them more money than ads ever did. And honestly, most podcasters have no idea how much impact these episodes actually have on their sales. You will want to stick around for this. Think about it. Starbucks, Nike, HubSpot, they could spend millions on traditional campaigns, yet they are investing in long-form conversations. Why? Because old methods are dying, and podcasts are the new currency for attention. Here is the real reason. People ignore ads, but they listen to stories. When someone sits down to hear a brand's podcast, they are fully engaged. Sephora, for example, launched a beauty podcast focused on real stories and tips. Within weeks, product searches went up, not because they forced people to buy, but because people connected. Quick question for you. Have you ever searched for a product after listening to a podcast episode? Comment below and tell me your experience. I would love to hear that. Nike's Train podcast is another example. It does not sell shoes. It talks about performance, mindset, and fitness culture. But after episodes drop, searches for their gear spikes. Why? People buy into the story before they buy the product. This is why big brands do not just advertise, they create a narrative ecosystem. And yes, this works in USA more than anywhere else because podcast listeners are highly engaged here. Let me remain honest. It's not magic. A 30-second ad gets ignored. A 30 minutes podcast builds familiarity, authority, and a sense of belonging. Once listeners feel that connection, the brand becomes trusted. And trust is harder to get than attention, but it's what actually drives sales. Even McDonald's started a podcast targeting Gen Z, not to push burgers, but to build culture and trust. Sales followed naturally. Crazy, right? But it's backed by data, not assumptions. HubSpot's podcast is another masterclass. They do not say buy our CRM. They say here is how to grow your business without losing your mind. And when entrepreneurs are ready to purchase, guess who they trust? The voice they have been listening to every passing week. That's the subtle power of podcast. And yes, it works across niches, not just tech or fitness. I want to know from you which podcast has influenced your purchase decision the most. Comment below and share. And here is what most creators miss. The podcast is not about selling. It's about being present in someone's routine, giving values and telling authentic stories. Brands that get this are the ones that grow consistently. If your goal is sales without being pushy, this is the smartest strategy. Build trust first, the number follows. So the next time you see a brand launching a podcast, do not think it's marketing. It's building culture, trust, and sales organically. Comment, engage, and let's grow this creator community together. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this valuable.